Hello, 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 everybody. Can you guys hear me? Hello, my babies, friends. How are you? Can you guys hear me? Okay. I'm going to have Nancy come on to help me. I don't have much of a voice, so we're going to play a little bit different tonight, okay? So just bear with me, all right? We're going to answer questions and stuff, but just bear with me. Hi, Nancy. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can, loud and clear.
Hello, everybody. Yes, it's Nancy, not Pelosi, Gracie here to help Lynn tonight. And we hope that you have and will enjoy things that we got planned. Um, let's start. I'm going to pretend like I'm Lynn. And Lynn, please don't get upset with me. I think very highly of you because I wouldn't do this for everybody. If my husband asked me to do this, I think I wouldn't do it. Even though I think he's probably watching in the other room. Hello, Ken, make sure you do dishes from dinner. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to do like Lynn does. We're just going to say hi to everybody. So, I'm going to go to the top and I'm with Leslie. Hi, Leslie, Gloria, Colleen, Leslie, Gloria. Oh, Leslie and Gloria, we're having a great conversation, I see. And here we go, Colleen and Joe Martin. Good evening. Lynn, he wishes you, Jim, and Sassy and the Mod Squad and family a good evening. Hello, Colleen again. Joe says hello again. Lee, hi, Lee. How are you? I hope you're at home and not in the parking lot. Amy, we say hello to you. Let's see, Gloria. Melinda. Hi, Melinda. Let's see. We'll come back and answer that question later that you have. Let's see. Okay, now we're hi. AM Kim, hi, how are you? I'm filling in for helping Lynn tonight. I'm her like I guess Lynn, I could say I'm your mannequin, right? I'm your dummy for tonight. Sometimes I feel like a dummy, like we all do. Hi,
No.
Vicky. How are you? Hello, my family and patriots. 53 in Southwest Minnesota, I think, right? Beautiful outside. I'm glad you're having a good night. It was 86 degrees here in South Florida. Hot. It's starting to get humid again. Vicky also says, thank you, Joni. She received her DVD and she can't wait to watch it. Let's see. Patricia Brown. She says hello. On the beach. Hello, Patriot family. Doodlebug. She says, good evening, Win Patriots. Beautiful weather in Alabama today, but my allergies are so bad I can't even enjoy it. I understand that one too, but now that I'm filling in for Lynn a little bit, I want to say Alabama. Does that sound like somebody you guys know? No, okay, it's not funny. All right. Okay, I Eileen. Eileen says, hello, everybody. We had a beautiful day today. Lots of sunshine. I see we have a new mod. Congratulations, Colleen. Colleen, you got a wrench? Oh, that's wonderful. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the group. Okay, then let's see. Molly. Thankful for Lynn, my Patriot family, and always alert. Awesome mods. Yes, we're going to try to do that tonight too, so you won't be disappointed. Let's see. Knight, hello. Nurse 2000. Let's see. MJW, good evening, everybody. Hope you had a great day. You know, I really did have a great day. After last night, I slept so good. How many of you guys slept really good too? It was just so peaceful and comforting to get a good night's sleep. I needed one. I've been running, doing so much stuff. I got to slow down a little bit. Cecilia, hello. Lynn, hello. Stella had a good old country dinner, pinto beans, fried potatoes, and cornbread. Yummy. Here we go, Lynn, with the food again. We're going to have to come up with a food channel. Okay, Stella, I had mashed potatoes, grilled steak, and cottage cheese. That's what I had for dinner. Okay. Let's see. Vicky again. Eileen. Molly. Carolyn. Hello, Carolyn. She says, good evening, Lynn, Jim, and Sassy. Stella says hello to Colleen. Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. I wanted you to know that you did a wonderful job last night. I really enjoyed listening to you, and you listen to the same people that I watch and been going through with for the last 2 years too. So it's always comforting to know I'm not the only one by myself. John Lang, hi, how are you? Prudy 22, hello. Steph, Viola, hello. Connie, hello. Let's see. Judy, there's my Judy. Terry says, Lynn, just remember what Jesus went through before they hung him on the cross. Yes, we do remember that. Let's see. John says his sister's on the beach. Let's see. Mikey. Hi, Mikey. How am I doing, Lynn?
Excellent.
Okay. I'm not you, but I'm trying to do the best I can.
You're doing wonderful.
Okay. Hi, Donna. Donna says hello to everybody. Hope you all had a great day. Um, let's see. Vicky needs to learn how to use her phone. Let's see. I can't, Vicky, I can't do the little heart things either on my phone. I don't know if it's operator error or phone error. And until I figure it out, it's going to be phone error. Little Brooke, hello. She says hello to everybody. James says hello. Mikey is trying to teach his puppy how to eat Rita water ice. What is Rita water ice? You're gonna have to tell me because I don't know. Let's see what else is. Wade, how are you? He's joining us. We have Beth here. She says hello to all. Let's see. Okay, eons ago. I love that name. They're cooking dinner. Don't burn it. I know you're listening, but don't burn the dinner. It's always hard to hide that crust when you do that. Ronnie's here. Hello, Ronnie. He's back with joy. Let's see. Let's see. Irma. Judy again. Martin. How are you, Martin? Diane. Hi, family. Hope everyone is having a blessed day. Hope you are feeling better, Lynn. You and the family are always in my prayers. Love you. Thank you, Diane. She thanks you too. Ed is here. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button. I want to make sure we don't have to go commercial free because you don't want me to have to read commercials to you, okay? Let's see. We have Melinda again. Doodlebug. I like that name too, Doodlebug. You know, when you do your names, when you were signing on, how did you come up with some of these names? Some of these are so clever. And I just love reading some of the names. That's why I can't wait to have our little family get together so we can put the name with the code name. You're like, I guess, like a CB handle. So I guess we'll call it your Wick Warrior handle, and meet up with everybody to see who is who to match the name with the face. So it's going to be fun. I look forward to that. Delbert's here. Hello, Lynn. Hope all went well today. Said a prayer for you. Love you, sister. Cat's here. Let's see. On the beach. Hi. Hi, MJW. Okay. And hi, Cat. House is paid off. Oh, Steph, is that because of our blessings or because you finally were able to make that last payment? I know that feeling. We had a little party when ours was paid for. And then after it's paid for, then it starts falling apart. So it's like you're still paying in on it. Just get prepared. Let's see. Florence. Hi, Florence. Vicki, you love me? Wait until the end of the show and tell me if you'll love me then, okay? Okay, Twisted Art and more. Everyone see what the Queen was on her way to the hospital a couple hours ago? No. Was she really? Lynn, did you hear that one? Lynn, did you fall asleep? Lynn. Okay, I don't know. Maybe she went to get something to drink.
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Did you
Yeah.
did you hear anything about the Queen going to the hospital?
No, not today.
No, I didn't hear that either. But I hope she did go to the hospital, and I hope she doesn't come out. Okay, let's see. Stella. Uh, Annette, you're here. Pamela is here. Rockstar, you're here. Terry, hello, Terry. Shelly, hello. My sister's name is Shelly. That's one of my favorite names. When I see your name in chat, I always think of my sister. Cruel, first time watcher. Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome. I hope you like the show. Subscribe, sign up. Make sure you hit the like button. We're trying to stay where we're not commercials because I don't like doing commercials. When I see a show that has commercials, I turn it off. I just go, I don't care. Ghost. Hi, Ghost. Sharon. She says, hello, Lynn. Mary. Hi, Lynn. I've been chatting the replays and it's my first time on live. Mary, welcome. This is my first time on live with the whole show with Lynn. So I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, put your hands up so we can see the question and then we'll answer it. If you can't hear us or don't understand what we're saying or me talking and you want me to shut up, I'm not going to pay attention to you because Lynn can't talk. So you got me, okay? Let's see. Yes, Ghost says your appointment went well today. And Lynn and Ghost, thank you for all your prayers. See Stars here. Hello, everyone. Lynn, take care of yourself. Johnny, I received my CD. Johnny, today was a big mail delivery day for you and your CDs that you sent out, and everybody in chat thanks you for them. I haven't gotten mine yet, but I'm waiting to get one because I have quite a few people I want to share it with. Frankie, hello, Frankie, from Western Australia. Yay, Frankie.
Did I get
Oh,
another one?
let's see. Let's see. Frankie says, good morning,
Just the form.
Patriots. Things here in Western Australia are starting to move forward. As of the 29th, the unjabbed are allowed to travel and go to restaurants and
It's got
live
t-shirts on
again.
it.
No mask if can't social distance. Wow, that's a big thing for over there in Australia. I'll have to go through my internet channels and see if anybody's reporting that besides you. So in the meantime, Frankie, you're going to be the one reporting to us all the time on what's going on, keeping us up to date on that side of the country, of the world. News with Z-Man. Hello. How are you? Blessings to you. Let's see. He says, hi, Lynn, Sassy Jim. God bless. Love you. I had a great show. I had around 370 in show, and I got over 1,100 already. Great support. Thank you all. You came over today. We're glad you had a wonderful show, Z-Man. Now help us have a wonderful show here, too. Okay. AM Kim, I want to say I am Kim, but I will say AM Kim. AM Kim, thank you for letting me know that I'm 5x5. I appreciate that. No, I am not hungry, Ghost. Let's see. Kelly, hi, Kelly. She had leftover chocolate carrots from my chocolate bunnies. I had to think for a minute. You had an Easter basket. You were talking. I thought maybe you really dipped some real carrots in there. That's what oh my gosh. Anyway, let's see. Goma, hi, how are you? She says, hello, Lynn, Gracie, all the Wick Warriors, Mod Squad. Hope everyone is doing well. I had an okay day to be blessed and be not be depressed. That's good. Let's see, Vicky again. There's Pam. Well, Cece, hello, Cece. John, hello, how are you? There's Frankie again. On tonight's menu is chicken, parmesan, and creamy. Oh, wow, that really sounds good. Oh, boy, I'll have to come over. Okay, well, I think I'm starting to see, oh, sweet tea. Lynn, you should have taken the night off and rested. Get well. See, sweet tea doesn't like me, Lynn. There's my one negative, but that's okay. I'm going to change your mind because we have a lot to go over, don't we? Washa. Hello. Pamela, got you, rock star. Okay, Lynn, I think Trisha's here now too. And we got Dollar Bill. And let's
Hi.
see. Twilleroo is here. Brenda. Hello, Maggie. Thanks for saying hello. Okay, Lynn, you ready?
Yep. Hang
All
on.
right.
Can you
So,
hear? Can you hear me?
yes, we can. Do you want
Okay.
to talk?
Yeah. You're gonna see coming up on the screen the order form for the shirts. Hang on one second. We're trying to adjust it.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm. There you go. You can scroll it all the way down. Okay. You see? Can you guys see it there? Grace, you see it?
Yes, I do. Um,
Okay.
uh, if everybody looks over to the far left, you see a smaller image of it. And you'll notice that you see, if you compare it to the larger one on the screen, there you go. See on the bottom where it says option one, which is the embroidered cross. Option two is the Saved by Grace. Then you have option three is Wick Warrior with the heart as the letter O. And then option four is Wick Warrior, just the letters, no fancy hearts. Then on the bottom, you have a hat option, which is Wick Warriors with just the plain text. And then hat option two, which is Wick Warrior with the blue heart as the letter O. Now, on the top part of the screen, on the side left, right side, it has back a shirt, front a shirt. Now, because we wanted to give you a lot of your options, and some people said they didn't want that one, they wanted this one. I got an order today of one with just one item on there, which is fine. What we wanted to give you the option to do that. So I'm going to start sending these out later on tonight and tomorrow morning. We ask that you look it over. You can print it out and fill it out, scan it, and send it back to me because you're going to get one of these in your shirt order when you get your item shipped to you. But what I want you to do is on the front of the shirt, I want you to pick what option you want, one, two, three, or four. Then on the back of the shirt, I want you to pick what option you want, one, two, three, four. You might want option one on the front and option two on the back. I don't know. We're giving you the option to do that. Then I'm going to attach this order form to, like I said, and I'm going to pass this information off to Teresa, who's going to be helping me manufacture these shirts for you. And then we'll start rolling. If you are unable to print and you just send an email, You can email myself or Lynn at sassy2ru yahoo.com or nhugs50 at yahoo.com. Everybody should know those two emails by now. And just tell me that you want on the front, you want option whatever. And on the back, you want option whatever. And if you're ordering more than one shirt, you say shirt number one has option two on the back and option one on, or four on the front. Just tell me which one, which shirt and everything. If I cannot decipher what option you choose, I will get in touch with you. I'm not going to make or stitch out anything until we confirm the order with you, and Teresa will confirm everything with you as well. So everything is not everything's the same as far as payment. You can send a check and the order form to the PO box that we have provided on the order form. You can pay by Zelle, you can pay by PayPal or the Cash App. Also, too, if you want a hat, on line item two on the order form it says hat. It's $10, and you might want to buy two, one of each. You might want to buy two of just put hat option one or option two next to it, and we'll figure it out. Like I said, I'm going to probably be confirming the orders before we stitch because we're purchasing the shirts as you pay, and I don't am not going to keep a big supply or inventory of blank shirts. So I'm not going to wait a long amount of time for a bunch of orders to come in either. I have potential orders, but I can't get the shirts until we get the funds to get them. So you will just look. You'll get the form tomorrow. Look at it. If you want to put like on the front of the shirt, say option three. You put a letter three on just write three on the front of the shirt. And then on the back, say you want option two. Then put the letter two on there. And then go over and pick the size that you want and mark one. And then carry your $20. And then your shipping, like I said, is $5.99. And then so it's $25.99 would be what you would need to send in to get your shirt. And then send the order form back. Once I get the form, and I will confirm with you the order, and then we can start rolling on the shirts. So
Okay.
I hope.
Any questions?
Yeah, are there any questions? Okay, it doesn't, let's see, Queen and Hospital or Morgue. Yep, okay. Can you give me Grace's email so I can write it down? Yes.
I'm gonna post it up here, Grace.
Okay, okay. So Lynn is gonna post it across the banner like she normally does. And we did this form so you could see what you were purchasing, so you can pick what you want, like we said. And like I had someone who at work who saw the form on the copy machine, and she said, "Oh, what's this?" And she says, "Oh, I think I'd like to get a shirt with a cross on it." And I said, "Okay, but it'll be 20." She said, "That's okay." And she said, "Oh, it goes to charity. You're doing a charity event again." And I said, "Yes, I am." So she said, "Oh, okay, great." She says, "Yeah, I'll fill out one of the forms." She took the form and she's going to bring me her money tomorrow. So someone who's not even in our chat or on our site, which I'll try to red pill her later on, has ordered a shirt. So, and she liked the form. She thought it was really nice. So that's a good thing. And let's see, send me a form. I will send you everybody that sent emails to Lynn last week. She forwarded those to me, and I will send you forms. If you did not send Lynn an email about the shirts, you can, or you can send it to me, and I will send you a form. Hi, Janet. Nice of you to join us tonight. Let's see.
I got a question.
Sure.
MJW is asking, what would shipping be to Canada? MJ, we can check on that for you, but you know what? Pay the $5.99. If it's above it, we'll take care of it.
Yes, we will. It'll probably be about
We're not.
$9. It will
Yeah.
probably be about $9. It's usually double. I only shipped to Canada one time before. I do know how to do it, and so it will probably be about $9. Now, if you're going to buy more than one shirt, we're charging an extra dollar for each item. And believe me, we're not making any money on shipping at all. When you think about the packaging and the weight, and when I was doing the other project, a lot of times I did not get enough money for shipping. So that would come out of the proceeds. So just if you're in Canada, we want you to show your shirt off in Canada too. We don't want to discriminate against anybody. We love everybody. We want everybody to have one of these beautiful shirts. It took me quite a while to get all the digitizing done, and then I'm going to get with Teresa this weekend and send her a packet of all the software and everything. And then I'm going to send her some blank shirts that practice shirts that she can practice on, so she can get all the settings correct on her machine, so that we can start flying and start producing these and send these out to you, because we want you to walk around and have people say, oh, what a beautiful shirt, where did you get the shirt? And we'll have some cards in the package to your shirt, so you can let them know about the channel and about where they can get a shirt. And then we have other things that we're going to try to come up with, that we have in the making for later on, that we'll introduce later on, when it's I want to get this rolled out first and get this under control. And it will take about 2 weeks for everything to start feeling comfortable, but just bear with us. It's like when you get a new baby and you're a first time parent, and you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to do that. Well, that's what the shirt is going to be for the first couple of weeks, until we get used and acclimated to getting your orders, confirming your orders, ordering the shirt, clearing the money that is sent, and then sending it out to you. So just bear with us. Everybody's going to get a shirt who wants a shirt and orders a shirt, and we'll take care of you the best we can. And then if there's something else that you want, or some other needs that you might need, just say something, and Lynn and I and Ghost will work to do our best to accommodate some of the other things that you might be interested in.
Okay, hold on. Kelly is asking something here. Wait, I can't find her now. Let me see where
Kelly,
she went.
let's see. I'm looking for Kelly too.
Okay, she says, can I email you my size and option without the form?
Yes, Kelly, you can. Just make sure you put in the you can email it to me, but I also need to have you forward your funds to pay for it, because what some of you have already done that to give us an idea of how many shirts to buy. So we have an idea and we have the sizes, but the place that I'm getting the shirts from, I don't have to buy 12 of this, 12 of that, 12 of that. So I whatever I need to buy, I can buy that exact amount. So you can send me your size, you can send me your options, and then you can pay on Zillow or Cash App or something like that. That is fine. And then I will, before I stitch out or Teresa stitches out your shirt, we will contact you to make sure that everything is okay and we're stitching out exactly what you ordered. So we'll do a confirmation as well, because it takes a lot of time to stitch these items out. I mean, it takes about an hour to do, if you're doing front and back of the shirt, to be honest with you. And then you got to change threads, and it's complicated. So it's not, it's a beautiful shirt, but there's a lot of love put into making it for you. And it's just not, it's not like the shirt sales that you see on other channels, where it's a lamination and it's heated up and you iron it on and pull it off and it's done in 3 minutes. It's not done like that. So there's a lot of time involved, and I appreciate Teresa helping me. And Teresa, yes, you're going to get the fly. All right. I see your comment here. So you're going to get a care package with your items and the software and everything. So, and I'll be working with you back and forth until you feel comfortable producing the items as well. So it's a learning process, but it's just we hope that you enjoy it, and then we hope to see everybody wearing it. And if you want, you can send in a picture of you wearing the shirt. You
I want
saw,
pictures of everybody.
yes, we want to make a wall, because when we send in the donations to the children's charity, um, to Children's Home Society of Florida, I would love to be able to send them a picture of the everybody in a shirt, a random like collage, and then they can hang it up on their wall, because I'm hoping that we can give them quite a bit of money. We price these shirts so we could give them a lot of money, and I'm hoping that you got Mother's Day coming up in May. Hello, hello. You got Father's Day coming up in June. I mean, those would make nice gifts. And even for other people that wear your shirt and say, and they ask you where you got it from, and then you can tell them and give them our information so they can order it, because we're doing this as a charity too for the children. It's not the WIC, besides being the WIC warriors and a group of people who chat each evening during the show and talk about topics that are going on, or topics that aren't going on, whatever the case may be. um, it's important that people also know that we're a friendly, loving group, and we're a Christian group. And last night's program is a good example of that. I mean, you couldn't, and we're going to do some more stuff tonight too on that has to do with some of that stuff as well. So, are there any more questions? I don't see a.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Um,
Lynn.
Go Mom is asking, and what the money for the shirts are going for. Could you tell them the children's
Yes,
place?
the Children's Home Society of Florida, the orphanage um, in Florida that places children of all ages. It helps them get acclimated into a family. They get them parents, and it's a lovely group. It's been around. They're out of Orlando. They've been around for over 18 years. So they place children that come out of child services into their group, and they groom them, get them in school, get them stable. They provide psychological help for the children, they provide support, teaching, and then they place them with parents. And that's their goal, to get them adopted. It's a wonderful charity, and they were very, very gracious and thankful that we supported them on the last endeavor we did, and we want to make this endeavor so much more for them. And like I said, it's for the children, so that's what's going to happen with the funds that you send.
Okay, I want to address something.
What?
Uh, Wasana, this is how was your appointment this morning? My appointment went well. I just have something I have to keep an eye on. Um, so we'll be watching that. Um, but I guess my throat was very, very swollen. She did, even though she's not a regular doctor, she took a look at my throat, and I think I'll be making another trip. If it doesn't, I can't break this into another doctor because she says it might turn into strep throat. So it's just having fun right now, aren't I? So I'm sorry I can't talk tonight. I can talk for a little bit and then it just gets really, really sore. But there is something I want to read to you guys that was sent to me. And it's kind of interesting because I thought this was really happening and then nobody said anything. You know, when we seize assets, the United States seizes anybody's assets, and they're in United States, or they could be in another country. As long as they belong to the United States, they're the United States assets. So let me read to you what someone put out. They said, "Let's get this straight. And if you can't understand me, let me know, and um, I'll have Nancy reread it as I'm reading it. Okay. Let's get this straight. Twitter didn't agree to anything. The government can confiscate assets of enemy combatants of CHILD traffickers. This is all about to this is all about to avoid in the public eye a takeover by the government. It is not Sleepy Joe who's in control. It is not the cabal. It is the Sunshine Administration, the 19th Republic. What is in control and who? All right. So the truth is coming out, guys. So, did he really buy Twitter for $44 billion? Think yourself that way. We own Twitter because it was an asset seized. So they can get all excited they want to get. I didn't get excited over the 44 billion because you got to again think the process. We own the assets. So it's just food of thought. When I saw that, I thought, well, there's something they probably don't understand yet. So there's some games playing on this Twitter thing. I think most of us probably understood that, but if you didn't understand what I said, let me know, and we'll re-say it. But I'm sorry.
Okay. I can concur with that because, we talk about the RV, and we have people in our community who are involved and some people who aren't. But another thing that has popped up is what they call this crypto. And on certain channels, they're introducing that as well. And I'm just learning about it. I don't know if Kimberly, I would love for you to email me, and you and I can maybe talk sometime on the phone about if you know anything about it. I am just learning about it, and I'm a little hesitant to do anything because I usually do a lot of research before I step my foot into a doorway. And but they're talking about all these seized assets, and they show the different companies on different Rumble and Telegram. They have different channels. Some are real, some are fake, just like everything else in the world. Everything is, some is real, some is fake. And you can purchase through crypto on certain sites these assets. So when the assets do liquefy after everything is said and done, and we have our receive our abundance of joy, you might have a little more joy than what some other people have. So I do honestly and truly believe that the people that I've been listening to and checking on do have do speak the truth. But I'm very hesitant because I don't know enough about it to endeavor into it yet. And if any of you do, please drop me a line. You got my email. I'll answer my email. And it'll be very, very interesting to watch and see what happens. You were told last week, Lynn told you last week, as well as other people everywhere else on the internet, and I'm sure your friends and colleagues, maybe at work, that this week and next week are going to be booming weeks. And today you had the stock market take a surprising little drop. I thought maybe it was going to happen yesterday, but when I got in the car and I had the news channel on and they said that it went up, I thought, how in the heck can that go up when they just sold Twitter? And I don't understand it. And then today I hear on the way home, that they had all three had big sizable dips, but not enough to really break everything. And then Mark Z had mentioned a little bit about things happening. And I just want you all to be aware there is so much going on. And this is not just here in America, this is worldwide. There is stuff going on in all different countries that we have no idea what is going to happen or what's going on. And they're not going to tell us. And to be honest with you, we're having a hard time here in America just dealing with what we're dealing with now. And I don't need to worry about stuff going on in other countries, except I do worry about our Australian friend here, Frankie. And I do pray for you, Frankie. I pray that you will have a wonderful life and that God keeps you safe, as well as all of you. It's important that we all realize that God is with us. He's with us all the time, and He's guiding us. And we have to keep our head together, our feet on the ground, and our hearts open to Him and the Holy Spirit to give us strength to deal with what we're going to deal with, because we're just beginning. What we're going through right now is nothing, nothing at all. If you had read Melissa Redpill's book, 100 years, 1,000 years of peace, of, that happens after 7 years of stuff going on. So I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but in Revelation, there's quite a few years before the peace of 1,000 years of peace happens. They have the big event, and then it takes them 7 years to sort out everything, set everything up, get everybody trained, get everybody happy, get all the bad people picked up that weren't bad, that they couldn't find when they had issues, and clean up everything. And when you think about it, when we're told that there's going to be a food shortage, there's going to be water shortages, they don't know where this is, they don't know where that is. Well, that's going to be your 7 years. And if I remember right, on some of the research that I have done, the WHO said everything was going to start in 2023. And then it was going to end in 2030. So there's your 7 years. And I don't know. I'm just guessing, but that's what, you know, that's why you got to do your own research. You got to dig, and just don't, when someone tells you something, don't take it for granted that it's a commandment, that it's carved in stone and that's what God says it is. Do your research, double check and find out, because if it is what God says and what He plans, you're going to find more sources that lead you and tell you that's what it's going to be. Just like a road map, you have so many maps and roads that you can go on, but you always have that marker to mark your trip. And God's marked His trip for us. We just got to figure out what road to go down to stay online and to follow into our promised land. And that's where we're all going, to our promise. And I'm very excited about it. I can't wait. I wish it would happen tomorrow. I wish it happened in 10 minutes or 1 minute, but it's in His time. And I'm okay with that. And when you realize that you can't rush God, you have to be patient. He's testing you. The devil is testing you. How many people do you think he's taken out? The devil's taken out or marked already because they've gotten extra greedy, or they are hurting people. They're saying things that hurt people. That's the devil's work. That's not God's work. God is a loving God. He loves everybody, and he would never hurt anybody. That's why He died on the cross, so that He would take the pain away from all of you and give you eternal, everlasting life. So don't let that devil get the best of you. Be patient, sit back, relax, pull out your Bible, read your Bible. And speaking of reading the Bible, I was so moved last night. And when Lynn called me, Lynn, is this okay to do this now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. When Lynn called me, and we talk, Lynn and I are friends, and we would be dangerous if we lived close to each other. I just know it. So maybe someday we will. I don't know what God's plans are for me and Lynn as far as, but I know I'm very grateful that He has given her to me, and I know she's grateful that He has given me to her. And Ghost, he's just out of luck. I mean, he's stuck with us and we're stuck with him. That's the way I look at it. Like, my husband's stuck with me, and that's the way it is. But anyway, back to a more serious issue. when Lynn and I were talking tonight, I told Lynn, I said, let me pull out something. And after last night's show, um, I have I do a lot of times I delay things because I'm active in my church. I'm a Lutheran. Um, I'm a breakaway from the Catholic Church, and we don't do everything like the Catholics do. We that's why we broke away, because we figured a lot of things were not right and were devil things. And so Martin Luther made his list, and he said, I'm starting my own thing. And so that's what he did. And so some of the things are okay, some of them aren't, but we just have our own religion like other people have, the Methodists, the Baptists, the non-denominational, and so forth. So I get a thing from our church. It's called Reflections, and it's a daily Bible reading to make you think. And I was telling Lynn that I said, let me get my Bible reflections. And for April 26th, which is today, the Bible reflections, I'm going to read it to you because I want you to think about what we talked about last night and a little bit about what I'm talking about now. And think about how this adventure that we're on, that God's given us, will pan out in the end. And the Bible reading for today was Ezekiel 37, verse 1 through 14. And I have it in the King James Version, and I have it in the NIV version. I'm going to read the NIV version because it's a little easier to understand. And then I'm going to read the comments that are reflected in the Bible study page that I have. So Ezekiel 37. I'm going to read 37 verses 1 through 14, and it's referred to as the Valley of Dry Bones. The hand of the Lord was upon me, and he brought me out by the Spirit of the Lord and set me in the middle of a valley. It was full of bones. He led me back and forth among them, and I saw a great many bones on the floor of the valley, bones that were very dry. He asked me, Son of man, can these bones live? I said, Sovereign Lord, you alone know. Then he said to me, Prophesy to these bones and say to them, Dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord said to these bones. I will make I will make breath enter you, and you will come to life. I will attach tendons to you and make flesh upon come upon you and cover you with skin. I will put breath in you, and you will come to life. Then you will know that I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I was prophesying, there was a noise, a rattling sound, and the bones came together, bone to bone. I looked, and the tendons and fresh flesh appeared on them, and skin covered them, but there was no breath in them. Then he said to me, Prophesy to the breath, prophesy, Son of man, and say to them, This is what the sovereign Lord says. Come from the four winds, O breathe, and breathe into the slain that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and breath entered them, and they came to life and stood up on their feet, a vast army. Then he said to me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. They say, Our bones are dried up, and our hope is gone, but we are cut off. They will not need to gather, they will not need to, wait a minute, turn two pages instead of one, excuse me. Therefore, prophecy and say to them, This is what the sovereign Lord says. O my people, I am going to open your graves and bring you up from them. I will bring you back to the land of Israel. Then you, my people, will know that I am the Lord. When I open your graves and bring you up from them, I will put my spirit in you, and you will live, and I will settle you in your own land. Then you will know that I am the Lord, have spoken, and I have done it, declares the Lord. So, so what do you think of that? We were talking about ascension last night, and here's this Bible verse, unbeknownst to me, about ascension and about how God is going to put breath into our bodies and bring us back to eternal life. So it was a dark time for God's people. Most of Israel had been excelled, and there was a certain sense of hopelessness. The temple had been destroyed and its treasures taken. The temple was the center of God's presence abiding with his people. And when that was destroyed, all seemed lost. Isn't that what we're going through right now? Our temple, our treasures have been taken away from us.
Yep.
Same thing we're going through now. God would reveal to Ezekiel a startling vision. His spirit brought him to a valley full of dry bones, a place where there was no life. How many times do you guys think, and you have a bad day, that you have no life, or things don't happen the way you want because you don't have a life? So this is so appropriate to what Ezekiel was going through and what we're going through basically right now. His spirit brought him to the valley full of dry bones, a place where there was no life. What Ezekiel sees is more hopelessness and despair. God asked Ezekiel if these bones can live. God then tells Ezekiel that these bones would be resurrected. God breathed on the dry and dusty bones the breath of life. That's what God's getting ready to do to us. We just have to be patient and wait for him to do it. So that's why you need to have patience and sit back and just wait for God to give you the riches that he has waiting for you. At once, God breathed on these dry, dusty bones the breath of life. At once, they came to life and stood on their feet. Moreover, they became an extraordinary great army. God explained that these bones are the whole house of Israel. Isn't Israel the last place we're supposed to go?
Yep.
Okay. That he would cause his people to come up out of their graves and come to life, and that he would place them on their own land. Just as these dry bones have come back to life, we can be sure that on the last day, the risen Lord Jesus will say to our dry and dusty graves, rise and live. Despite our own despair and feelings of loss or hopelessness, he will accomplish his purpose, and he will bless those who bless his people. He will raise you on the last day in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
So, isn't that cool?
Yep. Absolutely.
Please hit the like button. This is my first international with Kelly, with Australia here, Bible study. And I appreciate it if you would hit the like button. Thank you.
You're doing a great job, Grace. Thank you so much.
Oh,
'Cause this is
it's
what
my pleasure. My pleasure.
this is what friends do.
Yep.
And she stepped up to the plate and said, "I'll go on. We'll figure something out." I have a video for you, but in the last minute, I couldn't get it together. So,
I know. I heard you. You had open mic. I could hear you in the backstage, and
uh,
that's okay. That's okay. I have told you before. I can tell you all kinds of stories. So as long as the our family is okay with me helping you and talking, um, we can open the floor for questions. We can talk about other things. I can tell you more about myself, my experiences, whatever you in chat would like to speak about, or whatever. Lynn, you know a lot about me already. You might say, hey, tell them about this, tell them about that, whatever you want to do. I'm here for to serve you and to serve the Lord. So
amen. Thank you very much.
No
You know,
problem.
um, I'm just kind of sitting here listening and just taking it all in. It feels good to hear something where I can sit back and just hear the word a little bit, instead of me trying to get it out there. I hear it when I do it, because I say it, but then you don't really hear it until somebody else says it, and it sounds good. It's like refreshing.
Good,
The
good.
site the site that she's actually reading from is exactly what we're going through. So that was very, very fitting. I mean, I couldn't ask for her. I mean, the Lord just opened up and there it was.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that alone tells you, that speaks 1,000 words.
Yep.
Um, but I want to thank all of you in here for all the wonderful emails today. I haven't answered many back because one, I get a really, really bad headache going on with this. And I don't hardly ever get sick. So I know I'm okay. It's just, got to just, wait it out and take some a little bit of medicine and it'll be okay. But it just gets like my jaws get really tired. It's like, oh, so I don't think you wanted a drooling baby up here. So, um, do you guys have any questions about anything that's going on that you've possibly heard today? Or I see we have a couple people. I just sent it to Tracy. Um,
What'd you send me?
order form for somebody she wants to order form.
Okay, I'll take care of that after the show
Yeah,
or
and
tomorrow morning.
I left
I
you a
I
message on
yeah.
there. I need you to just to text me back because the
Mm-hmm.
copy I got is not showing the top of the order form. So
Oh,
just
okay.
snapshot and send me a copy of the text message.
Okay, I'll do that. And let's see. I'm looking at chat now. See, please bear with me. I'm new to this. I'm not used to looking in chat in this format. I'm used to in a different format as a moderator. So you got to bear with me. But um, let's see. Vicky says, Gracie, Nancy, I feel such great vibes from you and can tell you have such a beautiful heart, as with Lynn and everyone else here. I'd love to meet you all someday. Vicky, I feel the same way. I really and truly do. And I'm sorry I get teary eyed, but it's because God's in my heart. And I am looking so forward to all the things and blessings that he's he's going to bestow on me, and how I can help everybody. Lynn knows I have an autistic grandchild, and it's quite a struggle. And the family has suffered a lot and sacrificed a lot to try to accommodate his needs and to understand him. And he is lacking in a lot of ways, but he's such a beautiful child. And when he looks at me, when he comes over to my house, he knows where his little toy cubby is. And he runs over to the toy cubby and he pulls out his toys and he sorts them. And then he runs over to my refrigerator and plays with magnets. So my refrigerator, just because of him, has magnets all over it because that keeps him occupied, and he sorts and he does things, and we just love him to death. He doesn't talk. He just looks at you and he smiles. He can give you a knuckle shake. And so a lot of my RV stuff revolves around him and families like him, because I figure my family's not the only family, and I know there are going to be magical things happening in the medical world, but I also know he's 4 years old, and he might not be eligible for some things right away. He might not have access to some things right away. It might take him a while for his parents to be able to take care of him in certain ways to accommodate and get him the help that he needs. It's been a struggle these past 2 years because of the situation that we found our nation in on being shut in and shut down. Fortunately, his mother has been able to work from home, but now with everything opening up, she's fearful that she's going to have to go back into the office, and she has nobody that can take care of him. She's been doing it all on her own with help of my husband and myself and my other daughter who's a school teacher. And it's just very, very rough. And I know the sacrifices that she's made, and I pray for her every day. I pray for him every day. But you got to, so I come up with some projects that have to do with autism, and I'm going to tell you one of them. Um, Down here in South Florida, hold on a minute. Got to wipe my tears away. Um, Down here in South Florida, when you're in the system with a disability, they can't always accommodate that disability. And I think that's probably everywhere. I'm sure it is. And then finding out all the things that have been going on in through the years. And his mother is quite aware of things going on. She is red pilled, most definitely. She doesn't fall far from my tree, so to speak. And she has held back in getting some services for her because of that, because she was afraid of putting him in the system and everything. So he was born at 20 weeks old. So she was in the hospital. She went into labor when she was 5 months pregnant, and she sat in the hospital for 2.5 months in labor, holding him in. So she was given a lot of drugs and steroids and stuff. And instead of trying to give birth to him, they were trying to keep him in the oven, so to speak, to let him cook a little longer and get a little bigger and stronger. Well, finally, the oven just couldn't withstand everything going on, and he was born. And then he was in NIC ICU for let's see, almost 2 months, and then he was out of NIC in a regular room for about 3 to 4 weeks, and then he came home, and he was a little guy, but he was a fighter. I mean, he fought everything, but we really didn't find out about his disability or possibilities of disabilities until he was about 2.5, when he wasn't developing with talking and some of the skills that normal children have. So, and because of everything that was going on, my daughter did not want to pursue a vaccination. She did not want to pursue services from the government. And so she's been kind of doing research on her own and kind of tending to him on her own. And then we're kind of helping her here and there where we can. So she's now worried that she's going to have to go back to the office and she needs someone to watch him. So I think Papa Bear, which is my husband, during the epidemic, he came down with the situation, and he was very, very sick and in the hospital, and he was given the regimented medication that they were giving out. And fortunately for me and for him, and prayers from God, answering our prayers, we were able to, he was in good health when he went in. And so we were able to make some phone calls, and his primary doctor changed some of the things that were being done to him. And we were able to get him out of there before he was put on a respirator and possibly going in a different direction. But that being said, he came out with a lot of damage, and it's been almost a year now, and he still has not been able to go back to work. So he's become my butler here. He makes dinner for me. He cleans around the house because I'm working full time still, and He's a very lovely person, and so I think he might be end up becoming a babysitter. So one of the RV projects I have is when you go into the system. I have a gentleman who works with me. His granddaughter is 13 years old, and she is autistic. She's severely autistic. She's in the school system. She's put in a room with three or four other autistic children, and they're with one person. One person cannot take care of four or five autistic children. And they have to be put on a schedule, they have to be put in a regimen where they get familiar. And the whole idea about autism is they're in their own little world, and you have to figure out how to step into their world, see what they see in their world, and then try to bring them into your world by showing them, knowing what their world is like, to come into your world. I hope you understand that. But so his granddaughter in the school system is she gets neglected. I mean, they can't give her the care that she needs, and she's in a regular school with other children, but they only have like one classroom for like 5 6 kids, and they only have like a teacher and maybe one helper, and that's it. So they try as hard as they can, but they're limited on what they could be. So my RV project is to create and build schools that are exclusively for autistic children or handicapped children, and not regular kids, but handicapped children, and make it available to free services for everybody. And then also to go into the home and have the doctors come do house visits, have special services come into their home, have someone come in and help clean the house, have, if they need to fix the house up, have the house fixed up to accommodate the child's needs. My grandson right now, he thinks he's Spider-Man. He climbs everything. And when I say climbs, I mean climbs. And we have to really watch him like a hawk, and that's exhausting in itself. You turn around and you are stuck, and you turn around, you know how kids can disappear just like that. Well, he not only disappears, but he climbs on things. And I walked in the house one day, and he came up to me and gave me a knuckle hello, and then he ran off, and he went into his room. From the time I followed him into his room, and he got in his room before, he was standing on top of his dresser getting ready to jump on his bed. He does that quite a bit, and it's like he's going to fall and break his arm, break his neck one day. So there are certain things that other children need to have, like a quiet room, or like my grandson likes to jump. He can't go on a trampoline, so we bought him. We took a mattress, a twin bed mattress, and put it on the floor, and he jumps on that. We got him a bounce ball. He doesn't like that. So I mean, my program is to have someone come in and evaluate the family situation, evaluate the child, and then provide the needs for that family to accommodate the child's needs until the child can get the care and get put into the magic machine to make them all better, fine, and dandy. Plus, two, it's also to accommodate the parents. My grandson has a 13-year-old sister who a lot of times gets stuck having to watch him so his mother can work at home. And that's not fair for the sister. Sister has her life. She's just starting her preteens, where she's in middle school, and she's a great kid, and she does a lot for her mother, but she needs her time to herself too, and not have to worry about what her brother's doing. There was a point where he was going in and taking a book and ripping it, shredding it. He would sit I would buy him notebooks, the spiral notebooks, you get a Dollar Tree for $1, and he would sit there for hours and hours shredding the papers, because that's part of an autism thing, and then we would get a jet vacuum and vacuum everything off up, so to clean up the mess. So I mean, he's quite a messy kid, and he needs a lot of attention. And this is just my kid. This isn't everybody else, and everybody has a certain situation. So that's one of my projects that I have, and I just, the sooner the RV happens, the faster I can get it going. Because if my grandson needs help, and my friend at work's granddaughter needs help, there's more kids out there that need help. And it's not just autism, it's, everything. I mean, there's so many needs out there. And as I was doing my research and everything and setting up, I found other people in the RV who have autistic children too. And we were comparing what we were going to do and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I've made friends and I've gotten some resources to help us out with my grandson. So even if my project doesn't get taken care of or developed, I have other ways or means that was afforded to me and bestowed on me so that I can help in some other way with some of the other things that I'm doing. Okay, that's enough. I'm going to stop talking. Um, I don't want to bore you guys to death, but I want to hear from you too. So I'm going over to chat and let's see what's going on over here. Lynn, are you with me or did I put you to sleep?
No, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Do you have
Hey guys,
anything?
yeah,
What?
I will have coffee in the morning. Once I get some of the stuff done, I'm sure I'll have enough voice to be able to talk. I just needed to rest tonight, but we will have coffee in the morning, 7:30. So don't give up on me. I'm a fighter. So I hope you're enjoying, Gracie. I am,
Okay.
and I'm watching your chats. I appreciate everything you're saying, and I thank you for all your prayers. Uh, I'm
I don't
trying
know
to.
how many people do we even have in here? Are we Please
We're
hit the like button. I don't know how many people here, but the ones that are here, I hope I'm not boring you. And tell me some of your projects that if you're doing the RV,
there.
or
You
if you
go.
have
That's
any
so. Yeah.
questions.
Here you
Yeah,
got, guys. Tell us some of your ideas. What you got on your RVs?
God, Mom, I'm so with you on that. I am so scared. She says that Grace says sad part is what happens to these kids when we pass them on, they get abused in group homes. That is so true. And that's why I want to set up the school where after they get identified on what some of their, or even fixed, what are they going to do? How are they going to know how to act when they're normal? At least what you're close to normal. There's so many skills that they miss. Like my grandson can't even talk. He doesn't even eat regular food. He eats only baby food. He's not potty trained. I mean, there are so many things that he has to learn, and just putting him in a magic machine, I don't think is going to fix it. And then adjusting his parents and me to be able to accommodate, there's still a lot of stuff that has to be done. It's not going to be simple by any means. Let's see. Thank you for helping, Lynn. You're welcome. I hope I'm not boring you too much. Hey, Ghost, take care of Lynn if you know. Do proud of you. Yeah, that's true, Tennessee Patriot. We got to have Ghost take care of Lynn. So, Gracie, it's so sweet. Let's see. We have 226 in and we have only 144 likes. I'm pouring my heart out to you, and you guys have only got 144 likes. Please hit the like button so
Hey
we don't
guys,
have,
come on. Please hit the
please,
like button.
please, please. Let's see. You're not boring. I think it's a wonderful project. Thank you, Eileen. Let's see, Judy, Grace. My nephew 15 is also autistic and very functional, but legally blind. See? Let's see. Oh, it just jumped. He is an amazing pianist. See? Oh my gosh, he played it. Wait a minute. Judy, he played at Cardigan Hall. Oh my gosh. See, the whole idea of autism is getting into their brain to see what they're thinking. And there is I was reading a couple books about this. And once you find out what their talent is, they're supposed to be brilliant, brilliant, brilliant people. And oh my gosh, oh, Judy, that is so wonderful. So wonderful. I hope you have a tape of him playing there. I really and truly do. And if you have a tape of him playing, Can you send me a copy, or I'll pay for a copy or a CD or something? I'd love to be able to let my daughter hear that. That would make her so happy, because his father is tone deaf, but his father can hear. He can't read music, but he can hear a like a Mozart symphony piano section. Hear it one time, sit down and play it. That's how talented is musically his father is. He's never done anything with it to make any money or anything. He's just a regular dad who has two kids and trying to make ends meet and everything. So that is amazing, because we were always wondering if our grandson, because he likes to tap on things and make noise and stuff, if he was like that. That's wonderful. Lace up your gloves, because with special kids and adults, you got to fight the fight. Yes, I know, Goman. I am a fighter. Believe me. God bless you and your family. It's a great project. We want help out. Oh, I will let you know. I'm hoping that after we do the RV that week, I was telling Lynn we should have TV shows. Since we're not going to have any good TV or any actors, I was telling Lynn that we should do have TV shows where the RVs do, projects, and they feature the project, not the person with the project, in case they don't want their identity and all that kind of stuff, but to go in and show the progress of a project from start to finish and how it's helped people. And like I have 5 projects. I've only told you about one of them. So there's so much, and I know I'm not the only one with 5 projects. There's a lot of people out there with a lot of great ideas. So am I on Facebook? No, I am not on Facebook, Judy. Sorry, that's I went off of Facebook a long time ago. I don't even watch regular TV. I only watch YouTube and a couple things here and there, and that's it. And I'll tell you, when I stopped watching TV, my life changed dramatically. My attitude, I wasn't worried about things. I was more attentive. My husband says I was more attentive to him, which might be. And but my life changed because I wasn't worried about everything going on. And I didn't know what happened today. And I listened to Hannity in the car for a half an hour if I'm not talking to a friend on the phone. And I couldn't get a hold of them today. So I was listening to Hannity. And when they were talking about the stock market, I had no idea what was going on. So I just don't know. I don't go on the internet. Everything is so fake, and everything I just not. If God wants me to know, he'll let me know. And I figure he let me know by listening to the news today to find out what happened. That's the way I look at it. So did he get some watercolored pants and acrylic paints to start painting? My son loves it. Oh, I'm going to have to try that. Oh, he makes such a mess with what he has now. I hate to see what paint would be. Oh, well, maybe he is an artist and we don't know it. Never worked with autistic children, just Down syndrome. I have a rock star. I have a 68-year-old cousin who has Down syndrome. He lives in Chicago. And when I was a kid, I used to go there during the summer and spend a couple weeks at his house. And at that time, he wasn't old enough to be in an adult center, but he did eventually move into an adult center in Chicago. And wonderful kids, wonderful. Those kids are so loving. Down syndrome children who are a little functional, some of them can hold jobs and stuff. The program that my cousin was in, he got a job. He worked at J.C. Penney's. He was a janitor, and he made a little money. And then they had companies that came in and provided different kinds of projects for them to do, and then they paid them money. And he shared a room. He had a roommate, and then one floor was male, one floor was female, and they would go dancing and bowling. He had a bigger social life, more of a social life than I did as a regular high school, college student. He had in his program that he had. He always had such great things to go and do, and they went to football games and just a wonderful program over there where he was in. He's still around. My aunt was told that he would not live past the age of 40, and he's going to be 68 this year. He's still around. So let's see. My husband and I are going to donate to Chesapeake Foundation to help clean up the bay in Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. We want support conservative efforts, and we'll move there post RV. Oh, nurse, that's That is great. Great. Okay, Martin, Mike Martin. Let's
Hey,
see.
wait, can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong here, but Molly,
Where's Molly?
if you got Zim, honey, on your where'd she just go?
I'm looking for her. I don't see her.
Okay,
Oh, wait,
she's
here.
oh, I don't have for foreign currency.
I
Okay.
love hearing about.
If you had any Zim at all, you would not be turned down for your project. So if you can just say, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you wanted to get in and buy some Zim, um you can go to
She
eBay,
eBay. Yep.
American,
Was it
yeah,
American? Oh my gosh.
American Coin Company or something like that.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
you can get them. They're still available. If you just bought just 60 or $70, you would still be eligible for your project.
Yep. You sure
When you
would.
got STEM guys, you're not going to be turned down on your projects.
Right. Right.
And I've been told that by several people. So, okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to see that
No,
because
I'm glad you did because I hadn't gotten down that far yet. So,
I don't want I don't want anybody to lose out on anything.
oh no, no, not at all. Okay. Let's see. My son damaged my baby shots at 11 months, now 37, functioning at a 3-year old and has seizures. Yep. Yep. My daughter was so afraid that my grandson was going to do that. And she stopped the vaccinations for her daughter now as well. So I guess we're going to be doing homeschooling next year because she needs some stuff to stay in the school system. So we'll see. Let's see. AM Kim. I got a link several months ago about a cure for autism. You got, yes, we have that. You got the med beds and could be a hidden clue cure. We'll send you a link. Yes, go ahead and send me that link because I saw something on a Rumble show, and I always anything with autism I send to my daughter, and she looks at it. So, and Molly, I do want to tell you, you don't have to have 100 trillion Zim
Mm-mm.
to have a project. You
No,
can have 50 Zim and have a project. So go on eBay or just go on the internet and type in Zim bond currency and see what comes up and then click on a couple of them. And 100 trillion Zim right now, I think is running about $400. Like I said, but you don't have to have that much. You can have a
no.
little. I
Mhm.
started out with a little, but and then as I started developing more projects, but I did this 2 years ago. So I was in the, I mean, there's people that have been doing it longer than me, 10, 15, 20 years, but I only started this 2 years ago and I only started out with like 10 Zim. Okay. Cause I didn't know what I was getting into. I told you I take my time but as I started doing more research and stuff and then heard about the projects and what you could do, because I'd listened to Charlie Ward, I listened to this one, I listened to that one, Mark Z. I got into Mark Z. Then I found Seeds of Wisdom. Then I went on them and then I started listening and reading all the stuff that they had. And I thought, oh, I want to really do this. And then I thought of my grandson and I thought about some other projects for other people and other situations that I've noticed and seen that I would like to develop. Like I have a Blessings in a Backpack where the kids in school, lower poverty level children, on Fridays would get a backpack, and in that backpack would be a gift card for gas, a gift card for food, and there would be some activities for the children, Bible study, coloring books, stuff like that, that they can go home and give to their parents and have food on the table for the weekend and have activities like a game or something, the family game, trying to bring the family back together. And then they bring their backpack back in on Monday, and then it's filled up with stuff. And then you have a group of people going out and purchasing the games, purchasing the color books, and all that kind of stuff. And then you have someone on Wednesday and Thursday filling the backpacks. Then you have a group of people taking the backpacks to the schools and handing them out. That is another project I have that I want to do. So I'm not just doing autistic, I'm doing a lot of other things too. I got so much
Uh,
stuff I want to do. I mean, when
okay.
God hit me, he hit me the wrong way because
Uh,
I have so much I want to do. Okay, Ed.
Molly,
Oh,
wait,
Molly, yeah.
let me grab this. Yeah, if you see on the screen there, I put where you can go and get, if you're more
Oh, yeah.
comfortable without dealing with eBay, you can go to the Great American Coin Company. You can buy 40 to $50 worth, and you would be eligible for your project.
Yes. Yes, you will.
So you don't have to buy $300 or $200. If you want to go buy 30, probably 30 or $40, and you'll be fine. They're
Yep.
needing so many projects to come in.
Oh, yeah. I heard there's only like about 450 to 475,000 people with Zim projects.
Yep,
That's
and
not a
that's
lot of
low.
people. And if one person only has one project, like I have five, there might be people who have 10. I don't know. But at one person, one project, that's not a lot. And we're talking about this for like rural world globally. My project, on some of my projects, you can do them globally. And that's what I'm hoping will happen. I want to start locally and then build it, expand it to state, and then state to state to state, and then nation, the nation, the nation. And I want to employ a lot of people on some of my projects, and that's why when you go in, you want to do your exchange. And then I want to get a project manager. I'm going to have some busy project managers, what I want to do. But Molly, too, I want you and everybody else who might be interested in the Great American Coin Company. I have purchased items from them. They're very good. They ship right away. The first time you buy, you do have to send them a copy of your driver's license, and that's a formality that they have to have. And once they get that, then they turn in your name that you purchased it, and that's how you get on the list for the banks who are going to give you the 800 number, send you the email for the 800 number personally, as opposed to randomly going to Mark Zim or Seeds of Wisdom or something like that. So that's why, that's how what is it, Wells Fargo and whoever else is involved is going to contact people with Zim, because they want to get the Zim people in first to start it rolling, because they need that Zim money to start liquidating all the other stuff. And that's why it's important. But I have heard there's only like less than 500,000 people. That's not a lot. That's not a lot of people. It really isn't
No.
when you got billions in the world.
Yep.
And they're mostly in Americas, from what I understand, which I find very ironic. But you don't, not living in another country, you don't know what kind of propaganda is given to people in other countries or what's available for them to see, so I can understand that too. Okay, Ed, I have taught kids with light autism how to ski. Oh, that would be fun. My daughter worked in the program and taught children with autism and other all disabilities. She runs an program in Lake Tahoe. Okay, so we're talking snow skiing. Ooh, or maybe water ski too if they have lakes and stuff. Oh, that would be interesting. Mike, I'm sorry to pray for your young grandson. Yes, yes, I pray every night for every child that has a problem, a disability, or anything. I mean, it just hits you. You got to. You just cannot stop it. You really and truly can't. Oh, I see. We have some. Oh, now I feel like I'm really into this because I have my first troll. I see. Oh, yay!
Yeah, I
Am I
took
on a target? I thought they only come out when you're on a target. Oh boy,
I,
I'm
I took
excited. Lynn.
I took one out for you.
Oh, great. Oh, I'm excited. Coffee sounds good before I get picked up, Grant. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so Guy's going to be with you for coffee tomorrow.
Perfect.
And Marty's
Um,
talking about the trolls coming.
yeah, Guy, I want to thank you and Loretta. I did see your post early. I just couldn't get to you fast enough. Um, I don't remember. Oh, okay, we got that bot. Okay. Um, I just want to see where I found him at. Sorry, guys. Hang on 1 minute. Wow, you're way up there. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. I think it had something to do with Loretta feeling much better. I think that's what it was, and I'm glad to hear Praise the Lord. He hears our prayers on healing. He hears our prayers on everything.
Yes, he
Thank
does.
you for letting me know, Guy and Loretta.
Yeah.
You guys are precious.
Okay, let's see, Momo. We really need each other. Wonderful job, Gracie. Thanks. Thank you so much, Lynn. We love you, and we'll be praying for God to repair your throat quickly so we can have your beautiful giggle again. Yeah, see, she can't even giggle at my good jokes. See, so I know. So, and Vicky, let's see. Oh, Gracie, your backpacks could be called Saved by Grace. Yeah, and I could put a shirt in there that says Saved by Grace. That's a good one. I might think about that one. And then
Yeah,
better
that's
look at
good.
those figures again. Only 137 watching. Well, you know what? I got the best 137 people in here with us right now. We are quality people. And if they don't want to stay and listen to us chat and discuss certain things, that's okay with me. Right, Lynn?
Oh, absolutely.
We are
It's
good
their
quality people.
choice.
Yep, their choice. I will be 50 in November and still have to work 32 until I can retire. With that said, I want to help with humanitarian projects any way I can. Marty, I also want to say to you, last night your comments were spot on, and I would love for you to help me on some of my projects. I don't know where you live, but please email me. Your comments last night were so inciting and so spot on, and you were just filled with God's spirit. And I'm very glad you're still in here with us to discuss some of this stuff and hear some of this stuff. And Ghost is right. Maybe you can create your own project and include that as part of your 32-hour requirement. That a lot of people are doing that, so think about that too. Like I'm 65, but I'm still, my husband doesn't work, so I'm still working, and I'm probably going to work till the day I die because that's just the way I was brought up and the way I am. But I mean, I want to work on some projects, but some stuff I can't do. I want professionals to do it for me. So let's see, important ones are here. Yes, Judy, you're right. The important ones are here. Then let's see, Mikey's will be 55 July, hoping to retire and repurpose furniture on my schedule. Oh, so you redo furniture. That's interesting. Huh. I never has been, the only thing I do is cover it up with those covers. I never redo anything like that. I just don't have the talent for that. So I make quilts, but I've done quilts for Valor for our wounded soldiers, and I've made about 50 of them. But that takes a lot of time to do. It's not easy to do, but I love doing it. I'm a charity person, as you can tell. You know, that's in my heart, and that's probably why God sent me here to uh, to shine on all of you and to get you motivated to take the Holy Spirit that He's provided for you to make you light your light and shine and project onto others and help them as well. So work, work, work. Yes, we're gonna work, work, work. Vicki, you like scrapbooking. My sister got into that. She's a nurse. And she sent me a scrapbook, and it did bring me to tears. She found pictures that I forgot were even taken, and but she bought so much stuff, and my husband was making fun of me with my sewing and everything. He says all I do is spend money on fabric and sewing machine and thread, which I do. And he's told me, he said, I hope you don't get into scrapbooking because that can be expensive too. So I bet you have a Cricut and all that to make your own stuff. I bet anything, right? Let's see, Marty, I went to work until I die too and just help people on my extra time. That's me, Marty. You and I could be sisters. Let's see. And Rockstar, I have many skills. Well, what kind of skills do you have, Rockstar? Tell us. Drink some hot lemonade and a spoon of honey when you go to bed. Yep. And we'll be praying for you. Yep. That's it. And let's see. Grace, you're welcome, Marty. We are Wicks shining lights. Yes, we are, Vicky. We certainly are. We certainly are. So, does anybody else have any projects they want to tell us? Or are we going to, Corey wants to go. Okay. Sending prayers to Lynn, to you for a speedy recovery. Cora, she's doing coffee in the morning. If you want to do it,
Yep, guys, 7:30 tomorrow morning. I know the Lord will heal me enough to get us started again.
Yep. Yep. Let's see. Building trades. Oh, you build trades. Huh. Interesting. Jack of all trades, master of none. Leslie, that's my husband. He's a jack of all trades. Oh, I could tell you stories about that, but I won't. Okay. I want to be able to sleep with my eyes closed tonight, not with one open. Let's see. Corinne, I will be there for coffee. Great. And Colleen will always be there. I know she's a dedicated warrior for sure. For sure. For sure.
Matter of fact, congratulations, Colleen, for being our new mod.
Yeah.
You're
We
doing a good
appreciate
job.
you and I look forward to working with you very shortly. Very shortly. So okay, and let's see. I haven't heard any RV stuff at all, so I don't
No,
have
it's all
anything else to
quiet.
say.
I'm
Yeah, it's very
watching
quiet.
everything. I don't see
Did you?
anything. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be quiet, and that you know why? Because people are signing their NDAs too. You
Yeah.
guys forget about that. Those NDAs come out, you sign it, you better keep that mouth shut, and you better keep it shut for the amount of time that NDA is, because they will come back and they will take everything away from you that they gave you, and you don't want that to happen. A lot of people I hear are going to take like vacations and stuff and just chill. I'm going to still work. I'm going to go incognito, and I'm going to walk in like a millionaire in my head and in my wallet, but not tell anybody at my work. So I don't know how that's going to go, because there's one other person there with me who I red pilled, and they've been doing this with me, and she's my moral support when I get a little frustrated, and we always talk back and forth, and she might be listening tonight. She always goes in, but she doesn't comment. So if you're there, hello, you know who you are.
She's gonna hit
And
that like button, right?
she better hit that like button. I'm going to find out tomorrow if she did. If she didn't, I'm going to hit her. And so, oh, and then we have a gardener. Oh my goodness. And canning. My husband has a garden, and we don't have a lot of property where we are. We have a little lot, it's like 60 by 100. And we have a small backyard. The backyard was big enough for a round above ground pool that we had for the kids when they were kids, and that came down. And then my husband, he started a garden. His father was a farmer, a part-time farmer, even sold all his property in Florida, moved to Tennessee for about 5 years, and actually had a real farm. And then he got older, and then Alzheimer's hit him, and he came back to Florida, and then we took care of him until he passed away. But he had a garden in his backyard, so we have a garden in our backyard. And right now we have so many tomatoes coming in, and we have to grab them before the iguanas eat them, before the birds peck at them. And so last year, my husband, for his birthday, I bought him a greenhouse. Now, the greenhouse, it's a small one, and I was very surprised that he was able to put it together without reading the instructions, but he did. And he's got stuff in there. So he grows it in pots, and then after a while he pulls it out and puts it under out with the other stuff, and then brings the stuff that needs attending back into the greenhouse to kind of offset some of the critters that come at night, and like possums. And we have a raccoon that visits us every once in a while. But we have so many tomatoes that I've been taking the tomatoes into work and handing them out. But my mother used to can stuff, but I have never done that. And that might be something I should look into, because we had green beans. Oh my gosh, the green beans we had. And we blanch and freeze them, but you can only put so much in your freezer. I would rather put it in a jar and put it on the shelf for a while. So let's see. Marty, you're in Arizona. You're in Florida. Yeah, I'm in Florida. Yeah, sometimes I wish I wasn't in Florida. Fried green tomatoes are awesome. I have never tried that, Debbie. I like tomatoes that I eat them like an apple. And matter of fact, after I get off the show tonight, I'm going to have one, because I didn't have one with dinner. So I'm going to eat one like an apple.
I love frying fried green tomatoes.
Do you?
Oh,
Now,
I
do
love
you
them.
do you put them in like in a egg batter and put them in flour, or do you put breadcrumbs? How do you make them?
I don't. I buy them
Well,
and I eat them.
Oh goodness. Okay. So much for our cooking show, Lynn.
You cook,
Debbie,
I'll
you're
eat
gonna have
it.
to tell us how you do it. Wait, let me get my cell phone and I'll look it up real quick so I sound smart. Okay. Never mind. Okay, let's see. Let's see. You should do videos about that.
I like Go Mom's. She wants to start an indoor produce farming.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, then keep it fresh year round. Now we do have vegetables year round down here. Um, we grow. My husband grows greens, mustard greens, collard greens, cauliflower, broccoli, green beans, tomatoes, carrots, radishes, squash, zucchini, eggplant every once in a while, not all the time. But I'll tell you, this year, because of everything that was happening, they weren't having the seeds and stuff in the stores. You had a hard time getting the stuff. So um, he tried watermelon. It never came out. I don't know if someone ate it. We had like a little bud on it, and then it started to work, but then it never, unless someone ate it at night. I don't know. Somebody was hitting his carrots and his lettuce. He grows lettuce, heads of lettuce and stuff too. And he was going to set up a camera in the backyard to see what was getting him everything and eating it, so he could set up the traps to get him out of there. But he never did set up the camera. So anyway, okay, Am Kim, I am a few dinar and a few dong. Wasn't going to end up being, but I decided to get a couple of them. I got one from the American Coin Company, one off eBay, and I got 100 trillion. Oh, you got more than I do. Oh, that's great. That is great. You got what you need now. All you have to do is come up with some projects then, Kim. That's all you need.
You know what I
So
want? I
what?
want someone to do a project, and I want someone to put an old-fashioned drive-in movie theater in with how we used to go in and buy all of our food and sit down or be able to pack our food and watch the movies like we used to.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of fun.
How many times did you drive off with the speaker? I
Oh, a
did
few.
twice.
We actually tore them out.
I even was with a group of girls that we would drive in backwards in the exit to make it look like we were leaving, but we were really going in to sneak in. And we did that a couple times. And then I got something to tell you guys. We used to go with flashlights, and in the back 2 rows of the drive-in, that was Lover's Lane, right? And we would go with the flashlight. And when it got like towards the middle of the first movie, when things were getting hot and heavy, we would go up and down the rows and flash the light in and knock on the window if we couldn't see through the window. And then we'd run. And one night, one of the girls that I was with, Melissa, she got nabbed by one of the guys in the car. And she was in tears, but she kicked them where it counted and she got away. So after that, we didn't do that anymore. But we used to do that. And we had fun. I had fun at the drive-in. I had fun at the drive-in. That's a
We
good
did
project,
too.
Lynn.
It is. I like to do that.
I remember when I first moved to Florida, and let's see, when did I come down here? I came down here in 76, bicentennial. I got married bicentennial, so my husband would remember what year we got married. And the drive-in here was next to the airport. It's called Airport Drive-In. And there's a reason for that. The jets would fly right over you. But at this drive-in, they had air conditioners. They had vacuum hoses that would go into your car, and you had to pay $2 in quarters, and the air would blow. Half the time it wasn't even cold; it was just air. And then you had the mesquite mosquito ring that you would light. So you'd have smoke in the car, your windows rolled up, trying to get the air conditioner thing to work, and watch a movie with planes going over your head like they're going to land on you. I mean, you could see the numbers of the door underneath the carriage of the plane. That's how. I mean, you felt like you could stand on the roof of your car and stand up and touch it as it flew by. That's how close this drive-in was. Needless to say, when they expanded the airport runway, they got rid of the drive-in. But we used to go there with KFC chicken buckets and drinks, and then we took the kids there. I mean, that was the cheapest night out we could have as a family.
Mm.
So let's see. Outdoor produce. I would love to can and grow vegetables and fruits. Okay, just like think okra. Okra. So you do it like you're frying okra, huh? Here I see. Pam, you're in Florida too. Which part? I'm down by Fort Lauderdale. I'm so far north, I am almost in Georgia. Pam, I'm looking for property up in that area. I want to get out of South Florida. Let's see. I don't have a green thumb. You don't need a green thumb. You just need to try it. You'd be surprised how green your thumb will turn once you start growing your first thing. My daughter, she started growing a garden, and she was doing better than her father, who's been doing it for years. And they were comparing the sizes of their vegetables they were pulling out. So let's see. Gamma, let's see. Open a Woolworth style restaurant, and all the vets and current men and women will always eat free. Oh my gosh. Go, mom. I worked in a drugstore, a little town drugstore in my freshman in college. And they had a soda fountain restaurant in the back corner next to the pharmacy. And I did that for a year. I got the best tips. The farmers would come in at like every day at 8 o'clock and sit there and BS with a cup of coffee and leave me a quarter tip. And then they'd leave at around 10:30, 11 o'clock. And then they would come back again at 4 and stay until 9 when we closed. Oh my gosh, that takes me back to many years of good times. So, yep, with a pinch of quinoa and flour and cornbread mix and some salt and pepper and your egg. Okay, so you do it the way I thought you did it. Okay, that's good to know, Deb. Let's see, Annette. I love tomato sandwiches with olive oil, salt, and bells. Oh, I like just tomato sandwiches with a little mayonnaise and white bread. And the bread has to be fresh. So when you put the mayonnaise on it, it kind of gushes up the bread, and then the tomato just makes it mushy and delicious. I just love it that way. So, okay. Pam, you're near Jacksonville. Oh, you're asking, okay. Mushroom hunting and eating them. Oh my gosh. Colleen, for 2 weeks, I worked in a mushroom factory. Do you know what they grow mushrooms in? It comes from a racetrack after the horses run the race, okay? That's what they grow mushrooms in. I lasted 2 weeks, and that was all I could take. My mother made me change my clothes every day outside in the garage. Egg wash, fried squash is good too. Yes, Leslie, I've had that before. That's really good. Tomato jam is great. What? Priscilla, I've never heard of tomato jam. Is that just like tomato paste? Let's see, goes Nassau County. Okay. I just flour my green tomatoes and fry them. Okay. Viola. Let's see. You guys crack me up because I am such a picky eater. Oh my gosh. I have to go. Good night. Okay, Trisha. Good night, honey. Thank you for staying with me so long. I appreciate you being here with us.
We're going to have to wrap it up here too, Grace.
Okay. Whenever you want to go, just
Okay. Do you want to close in prayer for us tonight?
sure, I'll be happy to. Okay.
Guys, we'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30. Bring your coffee. Bring your chit chat. Bring your pretty little faces. And we will talk tomorrow morning. Grace is going to close us out in prayer.
Okay.
So let's just stop the chat and bow our heads, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Okay. Dear Lord, thank you for allowing me to come on the show tonight and help Lynn. Please be with Lynn and Jim tonight. Please help Lynn feel better. Have Jim make her some nice lemon water with honey to soothe her throat, and let her get the rest and clear her head and clear her mind and her heart so she can rest and get well, so she can be back on air tomorrow morning with all her coffee people. I thank you and all the people in the chat for being with us tonight. Thank you for giving me the ability to do the Bible study, and thank you for enriching all of us with your Holy Spirit, allowing your light to shine in our hearts and in our minds, and allowing us to to go forth and tell people about your gifts that you're about to bestow on us. And please, please give us the patience so that you can make everybody safe and do what you need to do to get everything ready and prepared to make everything perfect that you can only do on with your work with you and the help of God, your Father. I thank you for everything that you've given us. I thank you for all the people in our chat, for the ability to make people happy. Just thank you for everything. This I ask in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody. Love you.
Thank you,
Love you
Nancy.
all. You're
Love,
welcome.
love you too, honey. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
All righty. Good night, everybody. See you in chat tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay, guys, I will see you in the morning. She did an awesome job. She's got a beautiful spirit and soul. Thank you for allowing her to come in and take your evening tonight. I will see you all in the morning. Yes, she did an awesome show. Sweet dreams, everybody. Bye bye.